The images are so familiar,
Intense moments in the southern Arizona desert.
painting a picture of crime and terrorism, of lost jobs, and a long fence. We are inundated with this story.
¡Vamos rápido! ¡Huracán! ¡Vamos, huracán!
Arizona has the reputation of not that immigrant-friendly.
Yet under this blanket of coverage, the story of many foreigners is left out. There are thousands of immigrants right here in the valley that gather to sing Bosnian songs, bake Mexican sweetbread, and raise American children. Immigrants that serve the communities they live in. We hardly see this or notice it for what it is. Phoenix is a new city, not like New York.
Other than the small-scale Chinatown I mentioned earlier, there was never a large-scale immigrant enclave in Phoenix. Americans and immigrants alike are more dispersed all over the valley.
And the contributions of immigrants are often overlooked as well. Currently, 1 in 5 business owners in Arizona are immigrants. In 2010, new immigrant business owners in Arizona generated $2.2 billion in business income. Between 2006 and 2010, more than 50,000 immigrants became new business owners in Arizona. And in 2011, immigrants were twice as likely to start a new business as someone who was born in the U.S. Businesses that often start small, with a little investment and a big roll of the dice.
I started a tiny restaurant with $15,000, a storefront, and a camp stove.
In 1969, my father paid $3,000 for a bakery in Chicago.
All my family barbers. It's 5 generations.
They do what they know, using the skills that may be the only thing they carried with them. They may succeed or they may fail, but they try.
Eddie's had a couple different shops, but the first one I went to was off 24th Street, and that was when I was 13 years old. Now I'm 36 years old.
I've worked in the city now for the last 18 years. I've always come to this bakery. They always treat me really good.
Ya fueron 2,000. It was a small place, 1,000 square feet. Then we rented next door and it was 2,000. Now we've got 5,000 square feet.
It grew to where I was serving 300 portions of my Bosnian sausages per day.
Businesses that may become a meeting point for the immigrant communities they serve. It's more than a place where people can get crew cuts from the Uzbek barber, Mexican sweetbread, or Bosnian sausage. They are a place that keep cultures alive a long way from home.
Bosnians viewed it as a spot where they can gather and be together because Phoenix is so spread out.
And I loved it. I fell in love with it. The way, the ambiance. I mean, you feel like you're home.
America is not a promised land. It's a land of reality. So when you come here, you are faced with the reality, and the reality is work.
It was work for Irish coal miners in the 1850s, work for the Chinese who built the railroads, work for Mexican braceros in the fields. And while many immigrants have made the jump from being the help to being the head, it remains work today.